spontaneous Kundalini awakening in 2012. I was not a spiritual seeker at all. I was in the fashion industry and the corporate world, and I led a very cutthroat, high-paced, fast-paced lifestyle. And I knew nothing about spirituality, absolutely nothing. I did not even know what a chakra was. And somebody came up to me on the street and they said they were intuitively guided to come to me and give me a book. And for some reason, it was one of those moments where I trusted them, where I just sort of was like, okay, I'll listen and hear this person out. And they gave me the book, and I took the book home, and it sat on my end table, and the next day I took it and I decided to read it. And within the first 3 pages, it was like crazy what I experienced. I experienced physical sensations that I had never felt before running through my body. And the room started moving in a psychedelic way, like where it started breathing. It was very bizarre, and it actually felt like I was on psychedelics. That's what my living room looked like at the time. And I was like, wow, this is really strange. What's going on? And I kept reading it because what they were saying on the pages, I was like, wow, this is something really big. So I went to bed that night and I had my first out-of-body dream. That night and after, I had out-of-body dreams pretty much every night. And about 4 days later, I went home to Ohio, where I grew up. And I was at my parents' house. And I walked outside, and all of a sudden, it was like huge. I saw God everywhere. I saw God inside of me. I saw God in everything around me. It was like, holy crap, God is here. And I could not believe the enormity of what I was seeing in that moment. So I ran down the street, not really knowing what to do with what I had found, knowing that this, like, pretty soon everybody was going to be seeing what I saw in that moment. And I went home to my mom and I was like, Mom, do you know God is here? And she was like, yeah, I know God is here. And I said, no, I don't think you know it like this. God is really here. And she was like, no, I know God is here. I know God's everywhere. And I said, no, you don't know it the way I'm trying to tell you. God is like here. God is here in a new way that's never been done before. Well, I had my mind blown and I found my heart. And I literally lost my mind and I found my heart. Literally. But I had to actually lose my mind to find my heart. And I experienced oneness. I experienced the divine. I experienced heaven on earth. So in a one-on-one reading, I do channeled writing and I also do empathic work, and I combine the two together to basically gain insight into a person's soul path. And I always say to everybody when I do a reading that every single person that is here has a completely unique DNA, has a completely unique blueprint of their life. And there will never be one, and there never has been one. And it's the same for their path to God in accessing their higher self. What I'm basically doing is guiding the person by tuning into their soul and trying to tell them where their soul is guiding them, or where their soul is nudging them in areas where they may have resistance. So oftentimes in a reading, a person is really resistant to what I'm telling them because it's the thing that they don't want to do, but it's the thing that their soul wants them to do to access their higher self. So a reading with me is really working to access your higher self, and also you'll learn about relationships in your life and what it is. You might have a difficult relationship, and I can help navigate that through tuning in and doing the channeled writing and all that kind of stuff. So that's basically a one-on-one reading.